What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a tutorial DIY how to tune your Honda lawnmower. We're going to replace the spark plugs, the air filter, change the oil. I've got a Honda HRX217 here with the GCV 200 motor in it. It's a really easy job. You can do it. Follow along. We're going to do it together. I'll show you what you need. All right, first things first, got our lawnmower. You probably have one that looks similar, if not the same one. This is an Honda HRX217. We have the GCV 200 motor. So today we're going to do the oil change, spark plug, and air filter. So I've got this kit here, picked up mine from Home Depot. It comes with everything you need. Super handy. We've got our oil and our spark plug, and then finally our air filter. He's in there. All right, so this uses a 21 millimeter spark plug wrench. Couldn't find mine, so an adjustable wrench will do just fine. And then we've also got a 14 millimeter for the blades to take off, and an impact gun. You can use just a standard wrench, or ratchet, but impacts are fun, right? First things first, guys. So we're gonna do the oil change first, but before we do that, let's shut off our fuel line. This just closes it, so when you turn it on either side, you don't leak fuel. Important safety tip. Okay, so if you've changed the oil on a car before, it's not like that. So this is super simple. You just take this drain stick out, dipstick, excuse me, and where am I going to drain it from? Where am I going to drain it from? Is there a fill? You know, whatever. No, you just dump her. Just dump it. This is a finesse sport right here. Engage those thighs, your glutes, and you just dump all the oil out, guys. That's all she wrote. It's super easy. I went ahead and warmed mine up just a little bit to let it drain out a little faster to help, but we'll just leave it here for a little bit. Make sure we get all the oil out. Tilts a little bit more to make sure, and we'll move on. Now that we have all the oil drained out of it, we're gonna go ahead and put our bottle of 10W30 in. Okay. We'll take our dipstick, make sure it's cleaned off really good. Drop her back in. All right, that oil change is done. Meow. Boy, are we zooming right through this thing. These top clips, just 1, 2, and she goes out. Look at that. Super dirty. So we're gonna replace this one. I am gonna go ahead and clean the inside of it here. You can see it's not that dirty, but oops, we'll get it cleaned out anyway. Move the camera for you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. Just wiping out the inside. This inside really wasn't dirty. That air filter did its job very well. All right, this only goes in one way. So the outside of the filter faces the outside of the lawnmower. And it just pops right in. Make sure this is cleaned off. Looks good to me. Give the outside a little wipe. These bottom tabs, there's clips in here on the bottom. They just sit in here on the top, just like you saw it come undone, and they snap right in. The air filter is now done. We're gonna move on to the spark plug. Right here in the front of the mower. I'm gonna take the boot off, and I will show you how I'm going to use my adjustable wrench. You could use a socket wrench if you had it, but I don't, so I'll show you the way I'm going to do it. Okay, first things first, we're going to pop this boot off. You need to pull this top plastic cap up a little bit to get it off. You can. And we're going to just measure this up the best we can. These pliers are Nip-X or however you say it, but I really like them. Just need to get them sized right. And you know, funny enough, I have two different size sockets for spark plugs, and neither one of them are 21 millimeter. So y'all can just watch me struggle for a minute. Alright, that's all we needed, I guess. Now, I did replace this not too long ago because I ended up stealing the spark plug out of my lawnmower to give to a neighbor. But this is the way that this one looks, so it's really not too bad. I could probably put it right back in and be completely fine, but we bought a kit with a new one, so why not change it? That's what we're here to do. In she goes. Hand tighten this and just give it a, torque spec. Follow your Honda manufacturer's guide on the proper torque to put on this. That is the proper torque for me, though. And then we will slip the boot back on and move on to the spark plugs. No, we just did the spark plug. We're gonna do the blades. Show you how to do the blades. That's the last thing on it. As I mentioned before, if you forgot to do it, make sure you turn your fuel line from open to close. I like to flip the mower this way. Even with it closed, you'll still get some leakage from this fuel line. So you just flip it up, and once we're here, we can take a look at the underside of the deck and scrape off any grass and remove those bolts to get the blades off. And if you're interested in seeing a sharpening video, I'm more than happy to show you how to do that. Okay, so here we have three 14 millimeter bolts. The way that this is attached to the housing is there's this silver plate back here that you'll see. Both of these go through the plate, and this goes into this spindle. Now, it probably would have been smart to use a torque wrench, but we just ugga-dugga that bad boy right on off. And that is why we appreciate power tools. So y'all can use any putty knife. I have this one from Mojack. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I've never even heard of them until I saw this product, but it's fantastic. It's a little bit more flexible than a putty knife. It has these rounded edges, which really help not gouging the metal. So for this mower, I'm not too sure it matters. For my Skag, I really do like it. But just go ahead and scrape off your mower deck. We'll get it cleaned. Don't forget to get this chute back here. And once we get this scraped out, we'll be good to go. I'll sharpen the blades, put them back on, and our maintenance will be complete. I know I said that I wasn't gonna sharpen on camera. I said if you have any questions, I'd make a video, but shoot. I did throw this on the blade balancer just to check it. And I'm gonna take a couple less swipes on this side. Alrighty. I'll check the balance of him. Still a little heavy on that first side, so we'll pop it off. Take a couple more, a little bit more metal. I think we should be good now. Not to confuse you, but the left side is the side I just took weight off of. Just a touch heavy. Okay, let's get these blades back on. So they stack naturally in this fashion, and they line up very well, and it goes straight on like this. You'll notice that you have less of a clearance, I don't know if clearance is the right word, but a tighter fit for these outside bolts. So if you get those run in first, they'll hold the blades on for you, and then you can work that center one in. Get these hand tight, and then we'll torque them to spec. Okay, torque to my spec. All right, so if you are going to use a ratchet wrench for this, it is helpful to get a stick or a hammer or anything that you can wedge in here to apply leverage, so that as you torque on it, these won't spin. When you use an impact gun, it flies them right off and you don't have to worry about that. But if you are going to use a wrench, that is something that you're going to want to do. Let me grab a stick real quick. You could just wedge it in here like so, and then as you torque it, you get the gist. Okay, stand her back up and clear up our workspace just a bit. Open this fuel line and see. It's easy as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy as it gets. Alrighty, y'all. Thanks for watching along. Hope you learned something. If you did, leave a comment, would appreciate it. So just a simple maintenance. You can do it in the fall or the spring, really, whenever you think about it. If you can set a reminder, it's even better. I like to do it at least once a year. Even though I don't use this mower all that much, want to make sure that it's properly maintained, has a clean air filter, fresh spark plug, fresh oil. I am going to use this here in a couple of days to bag my lawn. Like I mentioned earlier, I pretty much just exclusively cut with my zero turn, but my zero turn doesn't bag. So I'm going to use this old trusty faithful, even with the stripe kit on it. We're scalping to about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, but she's going to stay on there because I don't want to take it off. Well, y'all have a great night. We'll see you soon.